If y'all aren't here for some tea, I don't know why you're here. Sit down. Okay, so basically when we were in 3rd grade, I had lots of friends. I still have those friends. Shout out to y'all. If you're my friend, till this day you know who you are. And I went to the school because, okay, the reason why I thought about this right now is because my grandpa died a couple of years ago. But he I remember like my sister had given him Camino Charter Academy hat, like an OG one, like a while ago. And so my mom was like, look, do you want to keep it? Your grandpa left or whatever. So I decided to take, to keep it or whatever. So I remember it and I was like, I want to share this story because I feel like it's long overdue. It's long overdue. Very overdue. Back in 3rd grade, we had like 2 classes. Either you were like in Miss Moore's class or you were in this other 3rd grade teacher. I don't know what her name was. But I was in Miss Moore's class, and this dude that I want to be talking about, let's give him a nickname. What should his name be? Let's call him Gerald. Okay, so Gerald was in the other class. I was in Miss Moore's class and he was in the other class. And then in 4th grade, hey, by the way, if you're watching this and you went to school with me, you're gonna know who it is, so whatever, doesn't matter. So in 4th grade, same thing. I was in Miss Ludy's class with like OG with my friend Kevin R. Shout out to you if you're watching this. I thought you are. My friend Martin. I remember Martin Pimentel. I remember him. I don't think he remembers me, but I remember him. I thought we had a good relationship. So yeah, 4th grade. And then 5th grade comes around and I am put in Miss Moore's class again because I don't know why I'm put in Miss Moore's class, but I don't mind it because I honestly like my best memories of elementary school is with Miss Moore. Like, she was amazing. I hope she's fine. I think her name's Stephanie Moore. Shout out to you, Miss Moore. You literally changed my life completely. But yeah, Miss Moore. And first things first, I'm the realist. I'm just kidding. But she, you know how everyone assigns seats and stuff? Well, she assigned our seat. And I remember like sitting next to this kid, and this kid, I had never met him because like I had never met him, because we were in separate classes, and like I only associate with people of high class. I'm just kidding. But I didn't talk to, I sat next to him, and because we were assigned seats together, it was destiny. Just kidding. It was Miss Moore. And she sat me next to Gerald. And I felt like he was the cutest guy ever. And I was, oh my god, I have a crush. I have a crush on him. And Demi, whatever, my friend Demi, she also had a crush on him, but no one knew that I had a crush on him yet. So my friend Demi, and I'm like, oh my god. And I was friends with Gerald, so I didn't want to like ruin that by like telling him that I liked him, but I wasn't going to because I'm not like that. I'm not gonna tell someone that I like them. Like, why would you do that, But yeah, my friend Demi liked him, and then eventually she got over that crush. And then I was really cool with him. And I remember at some point I wasn't bullied. I'm not gonna say I was bullied, but there was this girl who would like harass me kind of, and she's happily married right now, and she's like doing good. And I had problems with her, and I felt like she would bully me kind of like in a certain way. She was a toxic friend, I want to say. And I remember like Gerald telling me like, why are you friends with her? Like, you're so much better than her. Like, you shouldn't be hanging out with her, because he knew how she treated me, but I was a dumbass. But so honestly, we were really good friends. Like, Gerald and I were really good friends. I remember telling my friend Monica, I don't think she cares about me talking about her. I remember telling my friend Monica, and I was like, yo, or like, bro, like Gerald, like, he's a cutie. But I only wanted her and my friend Luz to know. Fucking Luz, if you're watching this, whatever. And I only wanted them to know. And so I remember like I told them, like, I'm like, let's come up with the nickname. So when we're talking about him, no one knows we're talking about him. So I ended up saying, oh my god, let's name him after the planets. So I ended up naming him Mars after, Mars, whatever. These individuals told more people, and maybe I was like 10. I don't remember. It was like 13 years ago. That's crazy. I don't remember exactly like who exactly I told, but I remember telling them too. And I don't remember telling anyone else. I really don't. And I remember one time we were at this assembly. I think it was in 5th grade. Yeah, it was in 5th grade. At this, we went to Washington DC, and I remember like, okay, so oh my god, I wish I wrote about this because I have a lot of things. Okay, so basically in 5th grade, prior to the Washington DC trip, I remember we were at an assembly, and I remember like sitting down and stuff, whatever, and I remember like the next day and seeing Luz and Gerald sitting next to each other, and I remember the next day Luz telling me like, oh yeah, by the way, like I told Gerald you liked him, and he knows that he already knew that you liked him because according to him you made it obvious. And I was like, I don't think I made it obvious or whatever. So I was like, okay. So then I was like, my train of thoughts, I remember this, I was like, he is not gonna know that I liked him. He's gonna be wrong. And from there I was like, I'm gonna ignore his ass. I'm gonna ignore him. I'm gonna ignore him. I'm gonna ignore him. And I meant it. We went to DC, and in DC I remember like avoiding him. I remember like hanging out with my friends and like heavily avoiding him and like doing stuff with my teacher. And okay, y'all see this? Okay, so it was me. I was sitting next to Jeffrey, I miss you. And then across from me was George, and then I don't know, someone was sitting here. I don't know who was sitting here. And I remember this because that same day Jeffrey got kicked out, because I remember he was like in class and he was like pretending to, he was doing everything that Miss Coleman was telling him not to do, but he had like a thing like this, and then he had like a ruler, and he was like, and Miss Coleman was like, what are you doing? He was making me laugh. I was giggling, and then Miss Coleman was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm cutting the vegetables. And she's like, well, why don't you cut the vegetables outside? And he got kicked out of class. So I remember that because that was an iconic moment. He was always like the classic comedian, so I thought it was hilarious. So Jorge, and then there's like two irrelevant people here, and then it was Gerald right there. So I could low-key like see him, you know? But I was like, nay, I'm not gonna see him. I'm not gonna make eye contact with him because he's gonna think I like him even more. And I was like, I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my god. So I did everything in my power to not make eye contact with him and not have any like alone time with him. So sometimes I would get there early at school, and I was with my friend Angel Yoa, you know, what's up, dude? I was with him, and like then he would talk to him. So then I'd be like, oh, I gotta go, let's get out. I'd leave, you know, I'd go hang out somewhere else. But I didn't like to be alone with him because I didn't want to talk to him. So my I guess like my like way of telling him like, oh, I'm like of like making him realize or making him like think that I didn't like him was to ignore him and completely ignore him. So I did. I ended up ignoring him. So my solution was to get him to like think that I didn't like him by not talking to him. So that was it. I was like, I'm not gonna talk to him, you know, whatever. 6th grade comes around, whatever, 6th grade that happens. I don't know. I have more memories with like my friend Luz, my friend Angel, Jorge, who else? Caesar, Kevin Cano, who else? Monica, I think, because we were all in the after school program. Dude, the after school program, it was for our parents who like would work hella late and they couldn't pick us up, so we would always stay under until 5 or 6 until our parents came around and picked us up. So honestly, all of them, they're called Luz. I mentioned her already, yeah. We'd all like hang out after school doing homework and stuff. Oh my god, I have funny. Okay, I have like an unrelated story to this, but I remember in the after school program we had like tutors who would help us, you know. And Mr. Mario, shout out to you, Mr. Mario, for watching this. This was good, dude. He's really cool. He at some point he worked with, I don't know, I think he still works with Metro. I don't know. He worked at the same company my dad did, and my dad was like, bro, like, wasn't that your tutor? And I was like, yeah, bro, that's my tutor. So Mr. Mario would like help us out and stuff, whatever, and like, you know, be our person, our tutor. But then after like a certain grade, you move up to another grade, and then you need to get another tutor because you were like the older kids. And I remember I had this like Mr. Gerardo, Mr. Guillermo, Mr. Gerardo. I remember he would smoke a lot of weed, but like I was like, bro, like, is this allowed, you know? Thinking about it, maybe he was like 23 teaching these 8-3-year-olds like 13 years ago, so now he must be like what, 33, 40, almost 40s. Same with Mr. Mario, they must be like up in the older side, on the older side. But yeah, so I remember Mr. Gerardo, I think it was Mr. Gerardo, he would like want us to watch videos of Bob Marley, and he'd be like, everyone stop doing your homework, let's focus, let's watch this video. And I'd be like, what? And I remember like not wanting to do that. I would like get in trouble a lot because I was like, I want to do my homework. Y'all, you're a tutor, you're supposed to be helping us and encouraging us to do our homework, not showing us videos of Bob Marley. Like, who is you, you know? And thank God, y'all, thank God that I never asked him like, oh, like, are you gonna go to one of his concerts? Because I didn't know this back then. Like, he had died like years before, so he probably would have been like, get the fuck out of my classroom. But yeah, that was his idol, I guess. I get it. I can see the hype, because I think now Bob Marley is one of my idols, you know. So I get it. Oh, so I'm gonna be like, yo, Mr. Gerardo, remember when you introduced me to Mr. Marley? Well, you know, I took some message out of it. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this was gonna be like an elaborate story. I don't remember him in 8th grade. Wow. But I remember, like, at graduation, I was like, oh, skedaddle, you know, let's go. I remember telling my mom, like, about him, and how, like, I was embarrassed because he thought that I was in love with him. I wasn't in love with him. I just had a crush on him. I had a crush on you, Gerald. And that's why I didn't talk to you all these years. Because I don't want you to think that you're important. To me, like, you're important as an individual, but I don't live for you. I don't breathe for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make any sense? I don't know. But I think he's doing well. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. I have him on Facebook, that's it though. I don't have him on anything else because I made it my... Oh, and I remember, like, okay, so I remember, I think at the beginning of senior year, I think I saw of college, fast forward to, I ended up reaching out to him via Twitter, and I was like, yo, Gerald, like, can you share, like, your memories of me? Because I want to make, like, a collage of memories of people, you know. And some of my friends did it for me, you know, but he never responded. He was like, oh yeah, sure, but then he was like, you know, he never responded. And I never made it because not many people got back to me. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't want him to think that I was, like, fishing for, like, something from him specifically. I wanted, like, to know my peers, because because after 8th grade year, I was already living in Lakewood in the summer, and I remember reaching out over to him in the summer. I mean, oh, I'm like, what if I have old messages? No, I don't. Probably shouldn't. Well, I remember, like, reaching out and being like, bro, like, how are you? You know, he was like, bro, why are you reaching out all of a sudden if you never talked to me? And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I didn't talk to you. That's insane. Wow, I never noticed. But yeah, I think he's well. But yeah, I think if he sees this, my message to you, Gerald, I didn't like you all that, bro. I had a crush on you. People, my friends, fake friends, blew it out of proportion. And yeah, you're cool. If you want to hang out again, if you want to reach out to me, feel free to. There's no bad blood. I never thought there was any bad blood. I just didn't want you to think that I was obsessed with you. That's, like, the situation. Like, I can hate that word. I have this this happened again with, like, Harmony. That happened again with Harmony. So I don't want, like, I didn't want that. People think they're special outside, so I'm like, no. Stop it. I shut it down so fast. But yeah, Mr. Gerald, you know who you are. That's the story. Peace.